Hi everyone, this is Tracy Newman from the Navigator's Tarot, here to do some readings for you. We'll have a look at the general energies. Oh, we've got the Queen of Wands. Oh, lovely energies. Things have started to shift and move a little bit. Okay, yep, some great energies, but also to keep... I'm also hearing keep your own counsel. So there are some really good energies that are moving us through, like the Schumann resonance is off the scale. If you're not sleeping very well, which I certainly didn't last night, that will have a lot to do with the flares coming off the sun. There's a huge energetic shift that's happening that's building us up to the Libran full moon. Yeah, so there are these energies that are really turbulent at the moment. But I think they will begin to settle once we actually, in ourselves, begin to settle. I'm just going to get a confirmation on this last card, which is the Four of Cups, because all of the other cards look amazing. It's all about victory, achieving victory in our lives, a real action-oriented type of energies, and celebration type energies. But then we finish with the Four of Cups. So I'm just going to have a look at that and confirm, just have a little look and see what's going on there. Can we have King of Swords? So just be a little bit careful, like, look, oh, okay, all right. So, you know, even though there are these beautiful energies, what this is leading up to is movement forward, but it may require us to actually go within and do some quite deep healing, because there's a lot of issues that are coming up for a lot of people that are being pushed out by these energies. And the energies are coming from within, and they're literally wanting us to move and step forward into a higher frequency bandwidth. But we still have to contend with some of the darker aspects of self that are now wanting to be purged and moved out. There is this forward movement that is coming through, but we do have the King of Swords here, who is very much about truth. And this could literally be about finding out once you purge all these energies, these darker energies, then you'll be left with a pure nugget of truth. And it may actually come as a surprise, and it may actually kind of go wham a little bit, kind of like hit you in the gut type of energy, you know. And so just allow it to work through you, allow these energies to just flow through you, because the more you hold on to a lot of these energies which are trying to actually purge themselves from you, you know, the more trapped you will become. Okay, all right, so that's what we're going through at the moment. I'll just have another weird look and see if there's anything else we can find out for this week. Yeah, so lots of sleepless nights, I think, are going to come through, especially as we're building up to this full moon, because it's quite a massive, like April is supposed to be a very massive shift as far as all these energies are concerned, and they will literally hold no prisoners. When they go, they will just remove themselves, you know, from you, and it can actually come up sometimes as severe anxiety. Sometimes it also can come up as like a kundalini type event, and also it can come up as, like I said, anxiety, but leading to rage. So just be a bit careful with these energies, because as they're going to shift and move, they're going to want to come out, and it may be a little bit to come out as like toxic. Just be careful. Yes, so what else can we find here? Six of Pentacles. So that's about like creating abundance, which, you know, on a financial level, I think is quite relevant at the moment. Knight of Wands, moving forward. But also then we have the Temperance and balance. So, but this is about what's going on in the financial sector at the moment, I think. and also to what's going on in our physical world. There is this movement forward though. So I think whatever is actually going to, and then we've got this card of nostalgia. We are coming up to these Easter energies as well, which are the full moon energies, and that's going to lead to a death and a rebirth type of energy. And of course, that's going to purge out any of the darker entities that are trying to be removed either from ourselves or from the earth plane. Then we move into the King of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles. Great amounts of love here, self-love. But then we have the Nine of Swords, which is literally about being overburdened, and the Two of Swords, not knowing where you're going, where we're actually going to place our energies. However, if we just let go and let God and have faith, we will access that nugget of truth that is trying to come through once these darker energies have been removed. Because we do go back to the King of Swords. The King of Swords is very pragmatic, knows exactly where they're going, knows will take the sword up and fight if need be, and to cut out anything that actually hides the truth. And so if you are in any way, if there's any sort of deception going on within you at all, once these energies leave, this sword, this King of Swords will literally take his sword up and cut through any remaining bullshit that remains. I've just said that twice. Oh my God, I do that a lot, sorry. Then we have the Five of Swords, which is about conflict as well. So the conflict from within, as you know, sometimes, you know, the ego does not want to let go of a lot of these darker energies. You know, they want to keep hold of them because they're very tied into that 3D matrix world, that distraction, you know, the addictions and all that sort of stuff. But there is often a battle going on. But the King of Swords is saying no more. We have to now go down deep, remove what does no longer serve us, and take the sword up and cut through any bullshit that actually covers the truth of who we really are and what is trying to come forth. With the Ace of Wands as well, which is basically taking action upon that and taking that sword up, removing whatever needs to be removed, taking action so that you can go into these new earth energies with a pure intent and absolute truth. What else do we have here? Four of Cups again, but we'll have a, let's call it for the Four of Cups. What do we have? Be careful that you do not deceive yourself. There is still quite a bit of fear here that can come up. Allow it to be removed. Try not to deceive the self into believing that you do not deserve unconditional love. You are not worthy of that, because it is just not true. And that's what the darker energies will be as they shift out of our physical bodies, our physiological state, our anxiety-ridden state. Just remember that these anxieties are not real, and they may appear to be real, but that in alone is deception. And it is literally a block to self-love because of your feeling of unworthiness. Be careful of the mind trap. There will be a choice between heartbreak and the higher way. So that will be up to everybody at this point in time. It's a very confusing time for a lot. Maintain your strength within and maintain your unwavering faith. That's what will get us through these dark times. Okay. I hope that makes some sort of sense, and I shall see you anon. Bye for now.